I'm David Loon, Senior Consultant with Qubit Consulting. I was doing some work with Oracle API Gateway and noticed that it has some OAuth capability built in. Coincidentally, outside of my work life, I manage a small motorcycle club website which has been fitted with social logins via OAuth. So I thought it would be interesting to see if I could make the two work together. That is, have Oracle API Gateway act as a social login provider for my website. This video documents the outcome of that experiment. The business use case that we're modelling here is one where an organisation might have a set of internal users, say employees, and we want to make a website that is hosted by a partner available to those employees. We want the employees to use their internal logins for the partner website, but we don't want to expose those passwords to the partner. I have a development sandbox version of my website that I'll be using for this experiment. The website itself is developed in Drupal, which is a PHP based open source content management system, and it uses the hybrid auth module to do its social logins. Oracle API Gateway comes with a sample OAuth configuration, which I'm using just with a few tweaks. One addition that I've made is this simple user profile service, which just returns the user ID or username, the user's email address, and a profile URL. For reasons which may be or may not be obvious, I'd be reluctant to use this mechanism in a production setting, but it works okay for this experiment. The next step is to tell hybrid auth how to use Oracle API Gateway as the OAuth identity provider. We do this by creating a PHP class that extends the default and overrides some things to provide some service specific information. We have to tell it the scopes that this website wants to use, the various URLs that it uses for the OAuth orchestration, and we need to tell it how to retrieve the user profile, which is basically tells us how to call the service that I was showing just a moment ago, and from that it calls the service at the right URL and extracts the user ID, the profile URL, and the email address from the JSON structure that's returned. Putting all this together, along with a few other bits and pieces that I've left out, we're ready to give this a try. Our website already has social logins for Yahoo, Google, and now the Qubit OAG demo. If we log in through there, or clicking on the Qubit logo, we're now logging into the OAuth provider site. We authorize the site to have access to the scopes that it was requesting, and it's now logged us in. Because the site had no previous knowledge of the demo 1 user, it created a new username with the name of the OAuth provider and the username that came from OAuth. That's due to the internal rules inside the website for how it deals with that. And if we look in the user profile for our new account, we can see that it's just been created, and it has the email address and the user profile that came over from the user profile service. That's it for this quick demonstration of using Oracle API Gateway as an OAuth identity provider. If you have any questions, contact us via the Qubit Consulting website or contact me directly via email. Thanks for listening.